good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, whenever you're tuning in. I'm your local shaman, Lady Lighthouse, and welcome to the Light Network. Today I'm going to do something a little different. I typically come on here and share some different offerings, and today I wanted to just come on and talk for a little bit. The topic of near-death experiences has been something that's always fascinating, as well as like kind of life reviews, and I'm obviously in the spiritual realm being a shaman, but I do have a background in engineering as well as it's like engineering, business, life coaching, all of those different things, and so it's just like and healing a lot of trauma. So covering all of the all of the areas, all of the spectrums, and really fascinating to learn about your mind. So I recently got gifted a book, which this was a book that was on my list or my wish list. It's called Saved by the Light, bought by Dannion Brinkley with Paul Perry. And I just read the first couple chapters before jumping on, and I was like, let's kind of unpack this a little bit, because I just think near-death experiences are so fascinating. They're so fascinating. So for starters, fix the hair. For starters, you might be thinking, well, what the heck is a near-death experience? And a near-death experience, in the simplest way, is basically when their body is technically dead, but they manage, or like dead for some amount of time, but then they end up getting revived or resuscitated, or they come back to life. Now, that can happen in many different ways. I've seen and read different stories about, people dying for several minutes, 20 minutes, 30 seconds, whatever it is, whether it's they're kayaking and they get trapped under a waterfall and drown, or like in this book, this person was struck by lightning. Any of these different things, and then they go and have these profound experiences before they come back, or like their spirit goes and has a profound experience before coming back to their body. Would I say if I've ever had a near-death experience? I would think, to me, I feel like yes, because I've had an experience. I've struggled with sleep for a while, and I thought I had sleep apnea. I couldn't make it through a sleep study to actually get confirmed or not. But I do recall like the biggest thing about near death experiences is when you're like, you feel your spirit leave your body, and when you leave, there's like this life review period, but then there's also this like very like returning home, like very joyful, very loving sensation that you get after that like life review. And I've had the feeling before where I was laying in bed and like I know my body stopped breathing, and I felt my spirit connect home, and I felt that homey, like, super warm, super overwhelmingly loving sensation feeling. And I was like, I was in it for, I don't know how long. I didn't have a clock at the time, like a digital clock that I could check at the time. So I don't know how long that occurred, but I know it was in the night while both me and my husband were sleeping, that I left and returned home, and then I freaked out, and I was like, oh shit, like I'm not, hold on, I like, go back. And so I've had that experience. And so for me, I know when I came back to my body, I like took a very big gasp of air, because like I said, I had stopped breathing, or my body had stopped breathing. So that's the closest I can relate to some of the different stories of near-death experiences. But I know I've read and researched and watched various other documentaries about other people who have had these profound experiences, which is so cool. So, like I said, in this book, the person is struck by lightning and they leave their body. They see their body being, taken care of, or like trying to be revived, and then their body's pronounced dead, and they go through the light, or they go into the light. They meet a being of the light, and they go through the life review process. Um, so like the life review process, I've heard about this. I've like read about it. I think different religions call it different things, but the really what I get in the spiritual community is this like pattern that whenever you die, whenever your spirit leaves your body and returns home, uh, you're not going and being like stuck in purgatory. It's just basically you go and review how your life went here on Earth in this lifetime, and you go and review, you know, all the good that you did and all of the bad that you did. And it's, I use good and bad, loosely. I should say more of like all of the kindness and love that you shared, and then also all of like the pain and anger and hurt that you shared. And you pretty much get to relive all of that, or get to experience it very quickly, and get to see and feel how your actions impacted others from not only your perspective but their perspective. um, I'm just kind of taking a deep breath there because I know that that can sound. There's part of me that's like, that can sound scary. That can sound um, like a terrible thing, and also it could be really beautiful, or it could be really encouraging and motivating for others. So it's really just like noticing. I'm not really, one is not better than the other. It's just kind of pointing that out, or kind of bringing that into your awareness of like, you don't necessarily need to die to have a life review. You could life review now, but it's not about. I don't To me, I don't feel like it's about repenting. I think it's about learning and growing, and recognizing how your actions impact others or have impacted others, and then taking that information to grow, heal, be loved, and you know try to be um, try to be a better person. And again, I use better use better lightly here, very loosely, because if you want at the end of your life to feel more love and more kindness, or even just in general, you like day to day, if you want to feel more love and kindness, like that needs to come from within you first and foremost. Like you need to be putting out that love, that light, that kindness, that compassion, that empathy. Um, and there's a quote in here. There was a quote in here that I like highlighted, that I wanted to bring into the space. And um, he was basically talking about like while he was doing he just finished up his like life review, and the like being of light had shared that they felt like love and joy, or the being of light had like touched them, and they felt love and joy that they could only compare to like a non-judgmental, compassionate like grandfather, what the grandfather has for a grandchild. And the words that they heard was, uh, who you are is the difference that God makes, and that difference is love. And I'm pausing for a reason, just to like let that sink in. Who you are is the difference that God makes, and that difference is love. And they didn't understand, they don't really go into this, they have no idea what that phrase means. But when I read this, and you can ignore, if you're not into religion, you don't want to use the word God, you can use source, you can use spirit, you could use, universal mind consciousness, whatever term there. But it's like who you are is the difference that spirit makes, and that difference is love. And to me, what really stands out is like when you are connected to spirit, when you are connected to source, you are connected to love. You are tapped into like capital L love. And so when you know that, and when you act from that, like you are a being of love. You are a creator of love. And then they keep going, and that being of light says humans are powerful spiritual beings meant to create good on the earth. This good isn't usually accomplished in bold actions, but in singular acts of kindness between people. It's the little things that count because they are more spontaneous and show who you truly are. I just kind of want that to sink in for a second. And I know we hear a lot of like, it's the little things that count. And they talk about, the amount of love and good feelings you have at the end of the life is equal to the love and good that you put out during your life. And I'm like, I don't, like, I agree with that, and also believe that, like, each day you get to choose how you're going to show up. Each day you get to choose, are you going to choose love? Are you going to choose kindness? Are you going to choose compassion? Or are you going to choose, anger, revenge, pain, suffering, shame, guilt, etc.? And I don't judge anyone for their past. I don't judge anyone for your childhood. I don't judge anyone for what you've done in your life. I've done some pretty bad things too. Like my my life review, as I was reading this and kind of like reflecting on my life, I'm like, when I was a child, I was a bully for a little bit. I definitely was a bully for a little bit because I was hurting myself. Like, um, and I know my inner child was struggling with some stuff with like my parents and the divorce and everything that was going on, and um, I know I turned into a bully for a little bit, and then I I shifted out of that, but I definitely know I've had a anger, I've had a temper, and I definitely know that I've, caused others pain, um, in acting out of that pain or my own inner pain and suffering and trying to make myself feel better, what didn't work. But it's not, I don't guilt myself, I don't shame myself for that. I have shared, like, I have learned to love myself and learn to, mm, I've learned to love myself, and I've learned to forgive myself and forgive others for, you know, what was done to me, what I did to others, and really taking those circumstances, the pain, the suffering, and everything that I've caused and have been a part of as learning, as tools to learn, as information to heal and grow and find love and choose compassion and choose to be loving and choose to be um, empathetic towards one another. I don't necessarily like the word sympathetic, because that feels disempowering to me, but I like empathetic or compassionate. And so, I don't know, I think I'm just kind of coming on here and sharing a little bit about the near-death experiences and life reviews as more of an invitation to reflect for yourself, um, and also to be kind to yourself, to be gentle to yourself, because you don't need to, you don't need to die to go through your life review. You don't need to die to change or like be willing to change or be open to change. Um, Here's this information, and you can change your life now. And also, if you do decide to change or you do decide to do a life review, like, be gracious with yourself. Um, be gracious with yourself. Be kind to yourself. Be loving towards yourself. It's okay. Like, I know we're all gonna do shitty things. We're human. We're all gonna make mistakes. We're all gonna do shitty things. It's it's not about beating ourselves up and, for this notion of needing to repent and, say 3 or 10 Hail Marys and whatever. It's no, it's just acknowledge what you've, like, who you've been or what you've done. Acknowledge, like, where that might have came from, like why. For me, I'm always about finding like the root cause, because I always feel like any sort of action, especially a negative one, has a root cause. Um, Whether it's a deep-seated trauma of some sort or from childhood or past lives or whatever else. Like, I find that root cause and that root emotion or that root feeling, and address it. Give it love, give it support, give it kindness. Give yourself kindness for doing what you felt like you needed to do at the time to survive, for being who you believed yourself needed to be to survive. Send that version of you love and light and a hug. Again, kindness and compassion. And when you're ready, allow that version of you to leave. Allow that version of you to melt away. Allow that version of you to be forgiven. Allow yourself to be free. Allow yourself to transform. Allow yourself to change. Allow yourself to grow into, who you are in your soul, and that is love. That is light. That is someone who is kind and compassionate, and someone who is so deeply capable of so much love and so much goodness and so much joy and so much pleasure and so much celebration. And you don't need to hold yourself in pain and suffering. You can choose to step out of it. You can choose to take your power back. You can choose the love that is within you, that is around you, that is here. You don't need to listen to the indoctrination of pain and suffering. You don't need to claim those labels. You don't need to torture yourself. Just honor yourself, reflect, love yourself, release, let go, move forward. You've caused pain to others and you feel called to spread love to them in a new way, don't hold back your love. Don't hold back your kindness. Don't hold back your light. You will never regret doing something from a place of love. Even if the person that you are trying to love doesn't know how to feel it yet, doesn't know how to see it yet, doesn't recognize it yet, coming from you or others, you showing up lovingly, kindly, compassionately, you will never regret acting from your heart. There might be a part of you that will potentially feel sadness if they don't receive it, because you know in your heart that you know what they're capable of and the goodness within them, and that's okay. We honor that sadness as well. We honor that desire to help one another. That's just your friendly reminder that can't control anyone else but yourself. So all you can do is choose how you want to show up in the loving way that you want to show up. And allow others to start to see it change, start to feel it. And naturally, one by one, we will all start to shift. We'll all start to become more kind, caring, and compassionate and loving. I've seen it in my life. I've definitely seen it in my life as I've opened up to love and I've opened up to sharing with others and showing up in this new way. It's very much a ripple effect. So do it. Choose love. And if there's a part of you that thinks that's scary to choose love or to choose the loving option, that's normal. That's natural. Especially if you've grown up in a tumultuous environment. Choosing love can feel very scary if you're not accustomed to feeling it or seeing it. So if choosing love is not there for you yet, or if you're not quite there yet, that's okay. Maybe shoot for just trying to be neutral right now. Maybe shoot for just trying to not have any like major reaction one way or another, or major response one way or another. You'll naturally climb that ladder of like emotional hierarchy of from that pain and suffering up to neutral, up to joy, up to pleasure, up to love. Yeah. I think that completes what I wanted to say on near-death experiences and life reviews and just kind of choosing love. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening. I think I'm gonna do a little Twitch stuff over here, and we'll see what's coming next. So give me just a second. I'm gonna put my be right back just so I can get some stuff situated. But I'm sending you all so much love and light. And I look forward to reading a few more chapters and coming on and talking some more about this. So, all right. Love you all. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. And I'm trying to get my camera pulled up. There we go. Good to see you all. Good to see you. No worries, Retro. Happy Wednesday to you both. Alright. Is a fascinating book, let me tell you. Also, I just freaking love learning about, I don't know. I love learning about things that are in the mind, or about the mind, in the mind, different people's experiences. It's fascinating. Alright. I will continuing to learn this new beautiful deck. Actually, there you go. This new beautiful deck that has its own cute little pouch, and I love the hands. Like, the hands, the moon, the star, the three little things. Symbolism for me is popping off. And I like that this came with like this is 6 different options for different tarot spreads, and just kind of like learning up here while I look, because I'm like, there's in-depth love, what's next for us, the compass, heart and soul, you and them, my future lover. Just kind of need to study this for a minute to try to help ingrain what each of them mean. I do really like this deck, and I do think it's funny. I've been thinking about this since I got this deck, because I've been asked for like love readings before, like how are other people feeling, and I've always have been like, no, I don't have the person sent to tune in. But when I got this deck, all of a sudden Spirit's like, yeah, no, you're good. We can do that. I guess they just didn't want me to do it with the deck or decks that I had, because that they weren't intended for this use. And now that I have, you know, this love deck, they're like, all right, you're good. But I do love how like slippy the cards are. Oh yeah. But oh, my face. There it is. I was like, what am I doing? There we go. Let's do this. All right. Let's see if there's a pattern. Future lover. Pull the lover's card. Best trait, love language. You should know. I mean, love. I wonder, I'm curious if this would work for myself, even though I have a husband, if it would be like my future lover, and it would give me traits of my husband. Let's see. I gotta find the love card. Or the like future and how my husband will show up. I'll find it. The lover's card. There we go. Alright, whatever's in my highest and best for your lover. Alright, best trait. I'm like, best trait, they're a hard worker, they just kind of keep keep to themselves. They do mind their own business. They're balanced with the number 8 coming in. Yeah, they just kind of do their own thing. We love it. We love to see it. Their love language. It's very much I guess I can, so this was the first one that came. 10. They're a 10. Their approach to love, their love language is, this just feels really like giving. Checks out. They're a 10. I like that song. Okay. Yeah. Feels very, very giving, very sacrificial. Like, here you go. Here are all the sticks. Here are all the sticks. You said you need to ground. You need a tree. Here are all the trees. Like, let me help you. Very, very of service. We love that. What I should know. A magician. 1. What I should know. They're the 1. Hi, Telepath Matt. Welcome. Good to see you. And timing of future. They usually don't have, like, I usually turn them around, or it doesn't matter that the deck is, like, upside down or not. But this being reversed felt important today for this reading, and I was like, you've already found them. Like, what will happen in regard? Nothing. Just more goodness. More goodness, more love. Welcome, who watches the watch. I was just playing around doing my future lover spread for myself, which is funny because I'm married, so I was like, oh, let's see what it has to say. And it's just about my husband, which is nice. That's good. But I am open to I'm doing like love-based readings as I'm learning this new deck. So feel free to join the queue. But yeah. There's 6 different spreads, so I might just tune in to be like, all right, let's see what spread comes forward. And that just kind of helps me practice as well, so. All right, who watches the watch? Let's see, where are we going for you? Feels like the compass is the spread that we're gonna use. This one away. Love reading for who watches the watch using the compass. Try to help you see it a little better. Alright. They do want me to read with things somewhat. I'm just gonna read them as they pulled. So this first, let me just kind of review what the intention of this one is again. real quick. Current situation. What's influencing main problems, how to overcome, and okay. Current situation is I'm gonna have to really learn my Roman numerals. This is the 4. Okay. My other deck just tells me the number, or all my other ones just tell me the number. I think. Okay, so anyways, your current situation as it pertains to love. I get the number 4, but I also hear the song, it's like, I think it's a Linkin Park song, where it's like, so am I still waiting for this world to stop hating. Like, can't find a good reason, can't find out to believe in. Hold on. No, is it Sum 41? Okay, it's Sum 41. I lied. So the song that's coming to mind. Put it in the chat. That's the song. That's the song of your current situation. Just this like. Waiting for love. Waiting for love. The next one is what's influencing your energy. It feels like influencing. I'm being like highlighted on. So it's the Page of Wands, but I'm being really highlighted at like the calves, ankles, feet, like influencing your energy. It's like where you're grounded, like where your feet are. Is it like your physical location affecting your energy? I don't know if you still live at home or with roommates or something, but it's like that the environment that you're living in, like your physical location is affecting this. What are the main problems surrounding the situation when it comes to love? This is number 6. Image. Okay. Thank you, Zarya. Good to see you again. On this card, like so this one is, what are the main problems around the situation? Yeah. I get really drawn to like the top of their head. I get really drawn to it feels like I have like not necessarily like a hat, but it feels like I have a cap or like a protective layer over the head. So it's almost like you're like blocking hold on. Like you're blocking the connection, or you're like not allowing the like mental connection to occur or something. Like it just feels like a shield over the head blocking the connection. Like there's a block of the connection happening up here. For how can you overcome the situation? So it was the Chariot card, and I I go right to the head here as well. This is number 7. But so if like this, if it felt like what's blocking you here is like you have something protecting your head, it feels like I'm being drawn to the top of this person's head where it's like open up your mind / like allow the love in, allow the light in. Thank you for the follow. Cool, Tristan. Yeah. But yeah, it feels like open up your mind. Like opening up this ability to connect, opening up and letting the love, letting the light in, and letting it, not only like letting it in, but also letting it out. And so the main theme of this spread for you today, this card in the middle, is Temperance. I think this is number 14. It is. I am getting better. Main theme. Yeah, a lot of stuff in the head. I'm just allowing this. This is also coming up to the head too for you. So a lot of this is like opening up your mind, opening up your third eye connection up here at the top of your head, opening up even your crown. Are you open to me doing like a little bit of like Reiki for the top of your head? Are you interested in that in this space? Just to kind of help. Okay. Then I just invite you to take a couple deep breaths here. Gonna allow that Reiki energy to pour in. The very top. Letting it go. Letting out whatever no longer serves you, whatever worries, whatever stress, whatever tension, whatever sadness might be bobbling around up here. Letting it go, letting this light, inviting this light to come in to the top of your head. Letting this love, letting this Reiki energy in. It feels good for today. All right, do you have any questions before I send your energy back to you? Like I said, it overall feels like it was just very head focused. Just kind of getting out of your head and letting yourself kind of feel that love, feel that connection. Give the love, give the connection. There's something about this waiting where you're at. You're so very welcome. And I go ahead and send your energy back to you who watches the watch. Thank you for the follow, and I'll call my energy back to me. That's all good. You just get to pop up again if you didn't already. So thanks. Alright. Cool Tristan. Let's see. Let's see what kind of love reading spread is coming forward. What feels right for you. Feels like the heart and soul. Well, let's do it. Risen the highest and best for cool Tristan. Checking to see if I needed to keep shuffling or not, but it didn't feel like I did. I gotta say, I freaking love these cards. They're so cute. Did I do this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Alright, so first things first. The heart of the matter. So the issue, question you have, thank you, is coming forward number, I believe this is number 8. Yes. Heart of the matter, whatever's in the highest and best for cool Drayst. The card. 8 highlights the number or like is the number for balance, like that's coming forward, and I keep hearing balance, but I'm also like, I feel like, even looking at this image, like I feel like like the right side feels heavier, or like I feel like I'm like tipped or slanted towards my right. And right is often like the more of the masculine energy, so maybe like the heart of the matter that might be coming forward is like trying to find balance and reconnect a little bit more with the feminine energy in you. And the feminine energy is more of like that creative, free-flowing, yeah, more of that like creative, free-flowing energy, whereas the masculine's more of that like structured, logical mind. So kind of balancing out, or like, yeah. But I just feel like I'm falling to the right. Connecting more with the feminine. Hold on. Yeah, okay. Just connecting more with the feminine. So this next one is how they feel, the other person, thoughts or feelings regarding the situation. This is number... I lied, this is number 4. Didn't I? This doesn't look like the same. We continue. Well, you got both. You have number 4 and number 6 coming forward. It's fine. Okay, how they feel. This feels lonely. It feels lonely, kind of isolated. Kind of sad. Yeah. Taking a deep breath with you here. So the clarifying card for feeling kind of lonely. Bringing in number 2. But on the image, I'm really drawn to like this little like explosion by the knee for you. You hurt your leg recently? Or like, do you have a leg injury or a knee injury? No. Let me see if I can get any kind of clarifying for how Oh, it's clarifying for how they feel. Oh, so maybe you don't have a physical injury, but it, like, you might feel. So if you're feeling lonely, this could be bringing forward this like feeling of I don't want to say that you're like consciously aware of this feeling, but there might be a subconscious feeling of feeling like wounded or like an injured, I want to say injured animal, but I don't like say that in a kind way. I don't believe yourself to be a kind or an injured animal, but like it feels like the subconscious might be feeling injured. Alright, the challenge card. So hidden factors might be blocking you. There are multiple 4s in here. Look at this. I was like, am I going crazy? That's a 4. Okay. Also a 4. Well, you got a 4 again. That's crazy. That's cool. And I swear to God, this other card, I thought was a 6. It was a moment ago, but that's also a 4. Okay, we're continuing. Hold on. I am so confused, but in the coolest way. So the challenge or the hidden factor is blocking you from solution or progress. So there's the card, but if I zoom in, I'm being really highlighted to like this character that's like kind of doing this like celebration, and it feels like the message there is like you're not celebrating yourself, your wins, the things you're doing enough, your progress enough, or big enough. Like you gotta celebrate yourself. You gotta celebrate what you are accomplishing and how you are growing and learning. Just like get big with it. The clarifying card with that is the Page of Swords. And it's funny because I get like this. I saw this card and I immediately got like a very, I don't know how you'll take this, but I'm gonna say it because this is how it's coming through. But I got like this very gay feeling of like, tee-hee, like, and I'm a part of the queer community, so I'm just putting that out there. So I say that lovingly, or like in a non-judgmental way, but it's like I just get this little like, kind of sass to it. I don't think there's more to say on that one. And then this last card is the outcome. So the potential outcome or solution to said issue of being unbalanced. Yeah, this is also saying card 4. I could have this is just crazy. But so we're really highlighting the number 4 for you today. So go look up what 4 means. But also I'll point out when I think of 4, I think of the 4 pillars of love, which the 4 pillars of love that have like come to me are the emotion of love, the energies of the masculine, the energies of the feminine, and then like the symbol of scale or balance, or justice scales if you want to use that, but it's just like all 4 of those like working in tandem to connect you to like universal love, capital L love. But with this card, so I felt like I needed to bring that into the space, but then this card also, the outcome feels very like very peaceful, very, very at rest. very, like, yes, we have done it. We are here. Like, feels very peaceful. But it also feels like it's humble, but also in like your strong way. Like, you know who you are, like the strength in like knowing who you are, and just being like, yeah, I'm good right here. Like that's kind of like the tranquil energy coming through. Do you have any questions, or do you want to see any of them again before I send your energy back to you? Awesome. Well, thank you very much. I'm gonna go ahead and send your energy back to you, Cool Tristan. Call my energy back to me. And thank you for sharing your time, energy, and gifts with me today. Sending you so much love and light. Hold on, I want to grab... Oh, great. I'm glad. I'm like, I don't... For me, like, I try to just relay the information that's coming through, and also I'm like, I can't see you, I can't see your reaction, so I'm just like, alright, I'm just gonna trust that this is how the information is meant to be relayed. But it's relayed in as loving and kind manner as I possibly can, because it's like, I don't know. Hold on, I'm grabbing like I want to put a different surface underneath the cards and see if it pops out. You're welcome. Yeah, I don't judge. I'm a part of the community. Also, I do my best to be as, I don't know, as respectful as possible, but yeah, I can't control how other people are gonna feel. But I try to be respectful. Now we're talking. Now my pink cards have a white, flowery background. This is a little table mat, or like a placemat setting that I was using. Well, I've actually never used them. I bought them. Did I buy them? Did I get the... I might have got these as a gift. And I got this giant selenite, which I think I've shown some people. I don't know if you've all been here, but if you're new, I got this beautiful new piece of selenite that's giant, and I put it right by the head of my like at-home like Reiki table, aka massage table, but it's ginormous. And so I have it on a few of the mats, but then I put some of these other placemats on top of it to like kind of charge them. And then I use these at vending events now. It's been really nice to have them at vending events. But I'm like, she's beautiful. And I love having her in the space. Actually, I think I lied. He's beautiful, and I love having him in the space. I guess while I got you moving around, here's my puppy Freya. Chilling. And then I think my other dog. She's on the other side. I can't see her very easily. Alright. There we go. Yeah, I did get some more. I'm still waiting on like, I think 3 or 4 of my emotes to get approved, but there's some new ones. And I gotta share. Hold on. I'm gonna make, this one is adorable. But this is with like bits. But I love the little like lurk blob. And then I also made like an angry blob, and there's gonna be a sad blob. I don't know, I like the blobs. The blobs are fun. Yeah. All right. Who else wants a love reading? Thank you. I know, I gotta make some animated ones. I have not figured that out totally yet. But one thing at a time. I was just grateful to have gotten some other like emote situation going on. Same with the like the other my other fun. There's just something about blobs. I guess I'm into the blob situation. Maybe it's because I like working with energy, and energy is just kind of blobbish. Maybe. Can be. We will do a... like, maybe I'll do a card for the collective. Oop. That's a cute emote. Like the little alien-esque. Yeah, they're cute. Telling ya. We're figuring it out. Cute. Okay. Yeah, we'll just do a little love pull for the collective. Let's see what wants to be shared. Welcome, Scorpio. Welcome back. Alright, a little love pull for the collective. So first things first, we have the number 10. And this feels like kind of overcoming, like the story of love, basically, is like overcoming all of the pain, all of the suffering, all of the stabbing in the back that has been done to us and we've done to others. It just feels like this feels like the grief, or like the past of the grief of all the pain that we've done to ourselves and done to others. Next one is 2. And this feels like... oh, I love all these numbers that have come out. This feels like finding that union, getting in divine union, recognizing your because they're holding like a world in their hand. And it's like recognizing that we're so connected. I feel like I need to sing like, got the whole world in my hand. Or you got the whole world in your hand. You know, definitely the getting in union with love and becoming the creator, recognizing that you are the creator of your own reality and your own world. And then the last one, into the future. Again, I love the numbers that all popped out, because like 10 is 1 and 0, like new beginnings into your creatorship, and then 8 is that finding balance, and it's the strength card, but it's also, again, like finding balance. We have the Lemiska symbol, or Lemisket symbol, which is great for transmuting energy and just staying in harmony and in balance. And it just feels like abundant. I love that. What a beautiful little collective reading on the story of love, past, present, future. Let's go, everyone. All right. Life gave me lemons. Welcome to the chat. Amazing name. Let's see. Which of these is standing out for you? Life gave me lemons. Feels like the what's next for us tarot spread. So let me gotta grab a masculine and a feminine card to represent masculine and feminine energies. So, second. Now I got the whole world in my hand stuck in my head. Alright. We're almost there. Okay. Alright, so this spread, we have the masculines represented by the King of Wands, the feminine is represented by the Queen of Wands. To help you determine what's next for your connection. Where's the highest and best by Life Gave Me Lemons. Or Life Gave Me Lemons. Thank you for the follow too, by the way. I don't think I said that. First part, review this. Your thoughts, or feelings about the connection, their thoughts, hidden factors, might be hindering, advice, and then what's next. Okay. Like I said, I'm just learning some new spreads, so this is exciting. Alright, your thoughts or feelings about the connection. You can highlight the number 7. Here's the card. Highlighting the number 7. 7's a lucky number, but highlighting the number 7. Yeah, I just feel like I keep needing to say 777. 777. Trust that you know what 777 means for you, or that you resonate with that or connect with that. But that's your feeling about the connection. Their feeling about the connection is number 3, the Empress. It is an angel number, yeah. They're feeling... You're getting a lot of numerology in yours. So you're feeling number 3, obviously highlighting. It's also a strong divine number. But I also go to like their crown, like a lot of these like stars on the crown, and I get the sensation of like a very light and fuzzy head, so it feels very, oh. All right, I'll wait. I did not catch that the ad was about to run. We'll wait just a minute and then we'll... Actually, I think it's like 2 more minutes. I will use this as an opportunity to go to the bathroom real quick. You can join as many times as you like. I haven't put a limit on it yet. I don't know. I haven't felt called to put a limit, so feel free. But I'm gonna put my little breathe thing on while I run to the restroom real quick. Okay. Looks like the ad should be done in just a second. And then we'll continue on. Alright, life gave me lemons. Are you fully back now? Sweet, thank you. Yeah, sorry about that. I've been trying to make the ads go like once an hour and then me take a break when the ad is going, so that way I can remind myself to take a break. And but alas, I missed it. All right, so we are on number 2, the number 2 position, which was their thoughts or feelings about the connection. And again, it's the Empress card number 3, and I was getting a lot of like the starry feeling in the head, so I was like really being highlighted to like this crown sensation, and also just like a very like, it's a very light, fuzzy, like positive, like twinkly twinkly. This is a very like my description right now sounds very ethereal, but it feels very like giddy, giggly, positive. Like lots of good little giggles going on. Like that's that's the sensation or feeling that I get. So we'll keep going. Number 3 might be hidden factors, so what could be potentially hindering your connection. And you got Knight of Swords, could be hindering connection. Life gave me lemons. Let's see. Okay, good. So here's the Knight of Swords card, and where I get drawn is my eyes go like to their face. And so it feels like what might be hindering the connection is... Yeah, hold that closer for more than a second. Like, do you show a lot on your face? Like, do you show like if you're displeased or frustrated, like pretty vividly on your face? Because I there's just a lot of like the sensation I get in my jaw or cheeks is like I feel like I don't feel like I'm clenching my jaw, but I just feel like I'm like holding my cheeks like really tight. Like I'm holding a lot of tension in my face, my cheeks. And so it feels like what might be like hindering your connection is like you're not sharing, or like you're not allowing your face to express what it needs to express, or how you're actually feeling. I just I feel like my face is just like I hope that makes sense. It feels like like your face, or what's like hindering is like not, it's like your face is being like pulled back. It's like your face is tight. Okay. Well, stop that. Show your emotions. At least a little bit more. Welcome, Max. The next one is advice. Advice from Spirit for how to move forward. Number 5. I'm laughing because Spirit's got jokes today with face stuff. I see this and I immediately got drawn into their face, and it's like, smile more. Let yourself express and feel joy. Like if you're feeling joy or you're feeling happy, like let yourself laugh. Let yourself and I know how like tongue-in-cheek that sounds, probably coming from me, because I know there's a lot of this whole like, it's like, you look better if you'd smile, you know, that kind of disgruntled feeling. But No, like, spirit is very much like, let your face express the joy you're experiencing. Let your face, like, feel and express and just, like, let your cheeks lift. Well, these last two is, like, what's next for your connection, or the future of your connection. So, let's see. I am so dumbfounded. I don't understand how this deck has so many multiple numbers. Maybe I'm going crazy, or maybe Spirit's playing lots of fun games with me. But here's another 3 for you. What's next for your connection? These 2 cards. We have a 3 and the Ace of Swords. Look at them closely again, too. Because for this card, on this card, I see the little string. Like, I feel the connection here. And it's like, if these are you two, there's a connection somewhere that's lingering. Like, I feel like there is a connection. You're like, I have heard the topic of Loki come up so many times in the last 2 weeks, let me tell you. I'm like, do I need to sit and meditate and talk to Loki and just see what he's trying to do? That's funny. Anyway. But yeah, I feel your connection over here, but I feel like there's this secondary connection that is lingering on the side. And so, and I'm not saying, and I don't say that to mean like you're cheating or anything. It could be like just a past relationship that you're still feeling like there's still, I don't know, something subconsciously lingering. And so it kind of feels like a choice, or like if you want to make this one stronger, you're gonna have to like sever that one. And then the other thing that comes up with the Ace of Swords, yeah, the sensation comes to my like right hand holding the sword, and I get that sensation of like cutting that cord. So there's some cords that might need to be cut coming up to kind of help strengthen where you are, if you want it to be strengthened, or strengthen wherever you're trying to go. But there's a sensation of needing to cut some cords. Okay. Do you have any questions about this reading? Or do you want to see any of the cards again? I will say that since you did share that you deal with depression at times, I'd invite you to come back on some other days. I do occasionally do like Reiki, or like more mini like Reiki shares, or even my website I do free distant Reiki over the course of 2 weeks. You just have to submit a request, so that way I have your consent to send it. If that interests you, because that can help with depression and just like bringing light into your body and healing. You're so welcome. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and send your energy back to you now. Life gave me lemons. Call my energy back to me. I send you so much love and light. To you, your community, your country, and your world. And thank you. Thank you for showing up here today and sharing your time, energy, and gifts with me. Ooh, you lit our candle. Thank you. I'm gonna light it for you. Life gave me lemons. I'm gonna light this candle with setting the intention to help clear out that dust, that darkness, cloudiness that might be living, might be lingering, and just inviting it to leave and let the light in for you and anyone else that is struggling with some mental health right now. So, lighting the candle, let the light in. Letting that light in. Hey, you see? Thanks for the follow. It's hanging perky. I don't know. Yeah. Got a little cute, but you can join. Move on to Scorpio darkness. I'm gonna keep that. Well, I'm a woman. I don't have balls, so I was going with perky. And it just chuckles or tickles me that I said that, so it's fine. We continue. All right, Scorpio. Let's see what. Let's see which one's coming forward. Alright, Scorpio. We're doing my future lover. Gotta find the lover card. Mr. Lover. The lovers. There we go. Candle's gonna be like right on the edge. Alright, whatever's in the highest and best for Scorpio darkness. Oh gosh. How about blew the flame out? Really think about that. Alright. Your future lover, their best trait. You got the Fool. Best trait. But I really get drawn to, like, gotta make sure I don't burn my cards with the candle right there. But I really get drawn to, actually, we're gonna move the candle just a little bit to the side. I felt the heat coming up through the card. Okay. I really get drawn to, like, the little rucksack situation. And it just kind of feels like their willingness, their ability to travel, or willingness to travel. Kind of their go with the flow energy, like up for an adventure. Their love language, the magician. This to me just gives adaptable. Like they know how to feel love, they know how to give love, they know how to balance it. All the different types. Like it just feels very like yeah, it just feels very like shapeshifter. Like they can feel love from all the things and know how to give love in all the different ways. What you should know about them. Age of Pentacles. Like they're a star. They're like a delicate, well, like a delicate flower, but they're not really delicate, but it's like this like sweet, delicate, flowery feeling. Hey, the panda person. Welcome. I'm doing amazing. But yeah, Scorpio, it just feels very like they just feel so cute. Like they're just like, oh, you're so cute. Like that's, I feel like I need to use the baby voice. And then timing or future, like when you'll meet or what will happen in the future regarding this person. Number 10, it feels like you gotta overcome some struggles first, but it doesn't. Like there's some weight that you're carrying that you gotta let go of, or there's some like, I don't want to say burdens, but like there's shit you're carrying that you gotta let go of to let this person in, to call this person in. So let go of the stuff, let go of those like rods or baggage or whatever it is for you. When you do, that's when they'll come. You gotta let go of the stuff first. Do you have any questions, or do you want to see any of them again? Like, did you disappear on me? I'm gonna take that as a no. I'm gonna go ahead and send your energy back to you now, Scorpio Darkness. Call my energy back to me. Send you so much love and light. Thank you for sharing your time, energy, and gifts with me today. Alright, Maxino? Okay. See which one of the spreads is coming forward. Feels like the what's next for us. Let me grab a masculine and feminine card. Maxiniho. Ah, thank you for the correction. Maxiniho. Okay. Max is okay. Thank you. Doing our best out here. Okay. Alright. So the masculine and feminine cards I pulled kind of get started are the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords, just as kind of like our anchoring points. Whatever's the highest and best for Mac. Alright. Feminine energy. Okay, we got that. So your thoughts or feelings about your connection, their thoughts, hidden factors, advice, and then what's next. So your thoughts about said connection. Starting with number 6. I get a lot of, like, you must protect. Like, you're worn out, but you must protect. Like, a weariness kind of comes through. But you're still stepping up. Still doing your best to provide. Still trying your hardest. Their thoughts or feelings about the connection. Ace of Pentacles. And I really get drawn to like the little mountain view sticking out of kind of the haze, where it feels like their feeling is like your, like the perfect view, or like the light through kind of the cloudiness, or the beautiful landscape amongst the shadow. Like it's very, like there's a lot of like gratitude, or a lot of like, thank God I have that view. Slash, like, thank God I have you to come through all of this. So hidden factors, what could be hindering your connection? You got the Tower card. This is number 16, I believe. Hindering your... I mean, this might be more of a literal, and I don't know if this checks out, but it's like, what might be your Capricorns? I was like, this sensation of like the house is burning, or like that's just like the visualization I get, is like the house is burning down, of like it feels like shit is fucked right now, like so maybe that's more of a message of like, your environment or all the things that's going on around you, like, is just feeling super, super chaotic or super, like things are just falling apart left and right. So it's more of like the environmental factors affecting the connection. And the advice, spirit. Number 7. Yeah, the world is definitely in a state for sure. Advice from spirit. I hear I don't know if you're familiar with the movie Encanto. But at the end, they're like rebuilding her house, and it's like the whole community comes together and they're singing the songs like "Lay down your load," do 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 do. And that's what it feels like with this card, or like the advice from spirit is just like you don't need to carry so much, or like lay down your worries, like lean on community, lean on your support network to, yeah, just like lay down like lay down all the worries and things you're going through. Yeah. Yeah, it's all of you, but in the Encanto soundtrack. I've been listening to that soundtrack a lot right now. And so what's next with your connection? Yeah. Let's see. What's next? Got the Judgment card, but I'm seeing where I'm going. Yeah. What's next? Highlighting. You're welcome. Highlighting the number 20. 2 is union, 0 new beginnings. And then I also am being really drawn to the plus symbol here in the middle on the flag. And it just feels like, that literally just feels like a big positive sign. Like it just feels like, what's next? Positivity. Positivity, a big plus. Like, is coming. Is here. Is done. And the final one of what's coming is number 5, the Hierophant. And again, there's 3. I'm highlighted the 3 pluses right here in the middle. A lot of numerology coming forward, but also really wanting to highlight the positivity, the goodness. The positivity, the plus, the plus, the plus. Plus, plus, plus. Positive signs. Literally positive signs. We are showing you positive signs. Alright. Do you have any questions or need to see any of these again? Awesome. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and send your energy back to you now, Max. All my energy back to me. Sending you, your loved ones, your community, your country, and your world so much love and light. Thank you for sharing your time, energy, and gifts with me today. If you're new here, don't forget to follow along. Come back for some other readings or other offerings. I do different types. Alright. The panda person. Are you still with me, my love? Alright, it feels like we're doing a you and them tarot spread, so this one kind of go over the current situation, crossing your energy and their energies. You're welcome, Max. Yeah. Whatever's in the highest and best for the panda person relates to love. Yeah, go for it, Retro. No problem. Alright. Current situation. What's happening in your connection at this time? The current energies. King of Cups. Current situation. For the panda person. Here's the card, and really where I'm being drawn on this is this there we go. The cup in their hand, and I get this sensation of like not sharing your cup or not sharing what you have in your cup. And there's kind of this, to be honest, there's kind of like this stoic feeling of like, no, it's mine. Like, or maybe it's not quite stoic, but it's a stubbornness feeling of like, no. Like, I'm not sharing my cup, you're not sharing your cup, why would I share my cup? Like, there just feels like there's like a weird, maybe not weird, but there's a tit for tat happening that might not need to be. Thank you for the follow, Robin. Let's keep going. This next card is what's harming or helping or harming the situation, and it's card number 7. Yeah, this is it's a pink tarot. The box. But I think it's a love deck. I got the black tarot and I got the pink tarot. It fits. Alright, so the crossing, what's helping or harming your situation? Number 7, but I'm being drawn to this character down here, and it's I just get the sensation of like anger coming up. Like there's some anger and frustration. That's not helping the situation. There's this like, or is it? Hold on. Yeah, there's just some anger coming through. We'll keep going. So these next 2 are your energies, and then the final 2 over here will be kind of their energies, or so your kind of thoughts and feelings. Your thoughts and feelings are 17, the star. So let's see. This feels like you're trying. Like this feels like you're like I get really drawn into like kind of their head or facial expression. Just like I'm giving you all I got, my love. Like that's kind of the energy feeling of like I'm giving it all I got. Giving it all I got. I'm trying my hardest here. Like I'm pouring into you what I can. Like here you go. Like I love you. I'm trying. And then the number 3 coming forward of like battling a storm that you're not a part of or like you're not in, or like you're fighting or giving the love or fighting for love in a storm that you're not in yourself. Whereas like their feelings that's coming forward was number 10, where it's just it feels to me even yeah I'll start. It's like this one feels like they're really, they feel like they're struggling. They feel like they're really in either a sorrow or depressive state, or just really in like the woe is me, like wounded space. Um, and they just, and you might call it like a dark night of the soul, maybe not, but it feels more just like they are in this so disconnected from love, so deep in their wounds that it's like they don't know how to give it because aren't allowing themselves to feel it. And all they're focusing on is the pain that's been caused to them instead of finding that love and finding that light. But they also have this other card of strength, number 8, coming through. So it's like they are trying to balance. They are trying to overcome it. But it just feels like they're just like keep getting sucked back into the past. They keep getting sucked back into the pain, the wounds, the like looking at the past. But there is an attempt, or it does feel like there is an attempt at trying to change. It's just they're struggling. Let me see if there's any other information that wants to come forward with this. That was a heavier reading, so I want to honor that. Yeah, the only other kind of like message that's coming through is like I'm honoring where you are. And just kind of and I want to invite you / remind you that you can only control yourself and how you show up. It doesn't feel like you're doing anything wrong. It feels like a lot of their wounds are kind of just coming to light, or they're struggling with their wounds, and it feels like a message of like keep doing you, keep showing up as your loving self as best as you can, and connecting to your love and your light and replenishing and taking care of yourself, and sharing it from a place of abundance. So just a reminder to take care of yourself, and don't be afraid to share your love, but share it when you feel well resourced. And don't be afraid to set boundaries if you need to set boundaries, and or go take up space by, taking private time for yourself, and whatever that looks like and whatever you need. And lean on others, lean on your community if you can. You have people you can talk to. I'm just sending you a lot of love and light. That if you, I do distant Reiki and other offerings too in different times, so do come back. Or if you are interested in getting some distant Reiki, you can submit a request on my website as well that way. But yeah, for now I'm just sending you a lot of love and light. I'm gonna go ahead and send your energy back to you now, the panda person. Call my energy back to me. Gonna be okay. And thank you for sharing your time, energy, and gifts with me today. Do this one, and then I might take a 5-minute break to grab some water. Then I'll be back, but we'll do this one first. Alright, hey TC, you still with me? Welcome. Alright, feels like the compass reading's coming for you. Cute little aliens. Alright. Whatever's in the highest and best for Hey TC remains to love. The compass, hold on, give me just a second. Alright, so the compass reading... Now, the compass reading is more about, like, so this first one represents the energy of your current situation, and then it's like what's influencing your energy, what may be the main problem surrounding your situation, how you can overcome it, and then like a main, the main theme of the spread. Okay. All right, so yeah, welcome BMF, welcome to chat. Not quite sure who you're talking about, but let's not promote other random streamers that I'm unaware of, please. But pleasure to meet you. Okay. Whatever's in the highest and best for Hey TC. So, first things first, represent where your current situation lies. The sun. The sun. This feels really good. It feels like I'm really drawn to the horse, and there's a lot of freedom. Like, horses to me show up a lot to represent like being free. especially this horse doesn't have a saddle or like a halter or bridle or anything on, so it's just like this positivity, this light, this freedom, and what to do, where to go. And the next is number 2 is what's influencing your energy in the moment. You're getting lots of animals coming forward. I'm being highlighted with this like lion-esque, feline-esque energy. I don't know. Maybe you're on the prowl right now. Moving on to what are the main problems surrounding your situation. It's funny that it's the world, 21. Let's see where I'm being drawn. Darn world. Yeah, I get really... I'll figure out my camera situation eventually. To like this like scarf coming off of the back of her. But it almost feels serpent-like. Your team really likes to talk in animals with you. This is fun. But yeah, there's kind of like a serpent energy, there's kind of a dragon-esque energy. Wait, you lagged. Where did you lag? Oh. On this one, so this is like what's influencing your energy at the moment, and so that was kind of like a lion, feline, feeling like you're, you know, on the prowl. But what is like hindering you is the world, number 21. Two and 1. And then feeling like I said, feeling like there's kind of like a serpent or dragon energy up here. Kind of coming off the back. And so maybe the hindrance is more of a believing, more of a belief that people are, you know, snakes and or with having ill intention. So it feels like more of like a belief system around how you might view whoever you're looking for. The next one is how can you overcome this situation? And that's the King of Swords. And I get really highlighted with the actual sword itself. Like I'm just feeling of like, I feel like the sword is cutting cords or like cutting the connection or cutting the, like clearing the way. Like I feel like I'm clearing brush, where I feel like I'm, yeah, cutting away the old stuff, cutting away the brush, cutting away the greenery, not greenery, but like, yeah, the brush that's in the way. And then the final card is like the main theme of the spread. And it's the Magician. Number 1. Main theme. See where I'm going. Yeah, and I really just get highlighted with, oh my gosh, the Lamiska, the balance, the symbol of balance here. Of like balancing out that like freedom energy, that on the prowl energy, this fighting, cutting away, you know, and just, yeah, really finding that balance between freedom, going and getting things done, and then also coming back and being stable, being sturdy, being, you know, who you are, who you know yourself to be. Do you have any questions, or do you need to see any of the cards again? You're welcome. Amazing. I'm gonna go ahead and send your energy back to you. Hey, TC. Call my energy back to me, and I send you so much love and light. Thank you for stopping in. Thanks for the follow. Thanks for sharing your time, energy, and gifts with me. And thanks for popping in the chat, BMF. Good to have you. Come back again sometime. Don't forget to follow. It was perfect timing. Okay. I am going to take like a 5-minute break to go grab myself a little snickety snack and grab some water, and then we'll come back and do you retro, or do your reading retro. So if there's anyone else interested in getting a reading, feel free to join the queue, but use this as an opportunity to go get yourself a snack, get some water, go to the bathroom, and we'll be back in like 3 to 5 minutes. Thank you for the follow. We're back. Got myself a proper girl snack. Got some little pieces of cheese, little pieces of those little meat things, and a little piece of dark chocolate. Or cacao, whatever. Alright. Let's see. Let's see what we're feeling, Retro. Yes, please. Please do. I freaking love dark chocolate. And I keep, well, I shouldn't say my husband keeps me well stocked, and but I don't eat a ton of it. Like I just like a little nibble. I just like a little nibble every now and again. A little piece. Just a little piece. Little girl snack. Alright, so what's coming forward for you today, Retro, is the What's Next for Us spread. So let me find the masculine and feminine card. It feels like it's representative for you right now. Your feet. Okay. I know which ones I heard which ones you were. I just gotta find it in the deck. There we go. Okay. So the ones that I felt coming through were the Emperor and Empress cards. I guess I'll show you. See. That masculine and feminine energy. I'll roll up my sleeves. Getting a little toasty up here. Alright. So this will help you determine what's next for your connection. Let's go! Oh. That's the voice that I hear when I see Let's Go. Alright. Whatever's in the highest and best for Retro. Means the love. Okay. Remind myself. So your thoughts and feelings, them hidden factors, advice, and then what's next. So your thoughts and feelings about the connection. Number 20, Judgment. Highlighting 2 and 0, Union, New Beginnings. Let me see where my eyes are going in this image. Honestly, you're seeing the big plus too. There's a big positive sign. Your feelings are, you know, waving that flag of positivity. Yeah. Your feeling, yeah, like your feelings are a big plus. Like that's, yeah, that's just what's the language that's coming through. Their feelings or thoughts or feelings about the connection is Page of Swords, but it's like I see this, and for you, I hear like, he's so dreamy. Like that's the like, it's like, yeah, very like, like. I don't think there's anything else that's just more than like, he's so dreamy. Like this very like, Yeah, there's a lot of love. I like this. There's a lot of love here. A lot of love here. A lot of like good good energy, good connection. Hidden factors. What could be hindering the connection? Number 2. It feels like what might be hindering is uh maybe a lack of seriousness at times. Like there is so much joy, there is so much play that sometimes things that might need to be taken a little more seriously aren't taken as seriously. Um, so do with that what you will. You know, that's a balancing act as well. But uh, it still feels positive. Like there still feels like there's overall a lot of like positivity here. It's just like, you know, there might be some moments where it's like, okay, can you stop joking? Like that's but it feels like that stuff kind of moves through and passes pretty quickly. And so the advice from Spirit is the Queen of Pentacles. Let's see. Yeah, it's just very like worship your queen. Like period. Like worship your queen. When your queen is happy, like the house is happy. When she's well nourished and well fed, like the rest of the energy falls into place. So what's next for your connection or the future of your connection? We have the Knight of Pentacles. Let's see. Where am I going with I'm really getting highlighted. So here's the full image, but really where my eyes are going are like his knees and like the knee pads or knee sensation. What's next? I mean, I think, hold on. Yeah, tying back to this, you know, worship your queen and getting on and like this knees, getting on your knees. It feels not in the like not in the sexual manner getting on your knees, though, you know, maybe, but it feels more like the surrendering to the love, surrendering to that connection, surrendering to the worship, and that feels more like symbolic than physical, though if you want to express it physically, go for it. But it just kind of like this, like, yeah, there's like the surrendering to love, surrendering to your connection, surrendering to your partnership. But that also feels like that's for both. Like an invitation for both of you to surrender to each other more deeply. And surrender to the love that you guys share more deeply. And then the last card is 7. And it's like I saw this card and I immediately heard the word tomfoolery. Like there's just some more tomfoolery about to be had. But this feels like humorous. Like this feels really like funny, light, and like, ooh, we're gonna get into some stuff. Like, or like you're gonna play maybe like tricks on your kids, or I don't know. But it just feels like there's some jokes you guys are gonna be doing together, or on each other, or with each other, or like within the family. There's just a lot of love, laughter, and joking around that's coming through. But I just feel like I need to keep saying like tomfoolery. There's just a lot of tomfoolery. I just really love this one. Just like he's so dreamy. Like that's Yeah, do you have any questions? That was a beautiful read. That was so full of love and light. Or do you need to see any of them again? You're welcome. As always, thank you for sharing your time, energy, and gifts with me. Go ahead and send your energy back to you and call mine back to me. I send you, your loved ones, your community, your country, and your world so much love and light. What a beautiful reading. Oh, thank you for the follow, Max. Need to... I have some... This has given me other inspiration for other emotes too. I'm like, I got some other love-based ones. Or I need to make my little power symbol of love into an emote, but I can do that. Well, the queue's open. Who's next? Who wants a love reading? This is exciting. This is a good time. I'm enjoying sharing in the space. Probably... Like, I could probably do, like, 1 or 2 more, because then How long do I want to keep going today? That's a good question for myself. I can go a little bit longer, but then I think I'll have, like, you know, go make dinner and whatnot here. No more than an hour. Come back on later tonight. I don't think I'll come back tonight. I'll probably do a evening stream tomorrow night. Or like a later stream tomorrow night. Gotta play some Marvel Rivals, you know? What is Reiki? Reiki is like universal life force energy. So like a Reiki practitioner is someone who's been trained to channel life force energy. Another word for like life force energy is like chi or prana or spirit. Those are some other terms, but Reiki is practiced in like different ways. So like I don't send Reiki energy because it's life force energy. I won't send it to anyone without their consent. And I've recently put kind of different blocks or things on my, like, safeguards, I guess I should say, on my channel, so I'm not sending it accidentally to people who haven't consented. But yeah, it's a type of energy. It's a type of energy work. Was that clear enough? Does that need, or do you have further questions about it? Oh, interesting. Yeah, there's so much to learn about it. I'm a Reiki master. There's a couple different types of Reiki. Or like different, yeah, there's a couple different types of Reiki. The one I learned was like Usui. I don't know. I've only really read it. I haven't really heard it pronounced very much, but it's USUI, which is like New Sun Reiki or like light-based Reiki. There's some that's like Holy Fire, or like that's the other one I'm familiar with, and there's probably several others. No, I totally invite that type of question or commentary into the space. This is the perfect place for it. But yeah, do I have any more resources available? not off the top of my head. I know I have like on my own Pinterest board, I have some stuff about Reiki, but you can also Google, like, I have some more information on my website on my, like, distant Reiki, or, like, how distant Reiki works. But then there's also, like, the International Center for Reiki has a ton of information about it, too. And they have a lot more of, like, the background information and history on it. And so I'd probably point you there versus my website. I do not have a lot of the history on mine. I'm just kind of like, here's Reiki. And this is how, like, and this is a little bit about it. But the International Center for Reiki will have a lot more of those, like, historical facts. Which everyone is able to technically, in my opinion, hold on, how do I want to say this? Everyone is a channel for Reiki, everyone, because we all have life force energy within us. We can all call upon more life force energy for, like, health and wellness and well-being. Reiki practitioners are just people who have had additional training, and the training often is, like, honoring the, like, lineage of Reiki and how it came to be, as well as, like, the symbols and getting attuned to the different symbols and how to use them. So there's a lot of free resources you can do online, or, like, you can get online. And I also do a lot of free, like, distant Reiki, and a lot of my, like, I have a YouTube channel with some, like a meditation and distant Reiki playlist. And so those are all, like, voice-guided meditations and or inviting you to consent to receive distant Reiki in that space or in those videos. But yeah, it's life force energy. It's healing energy. Being a Reiki practitioner is I'm not necessarily the one healing you, I'm just opening the door for your body to heal itself. Yeah. Like I said, thank you for asking and bringing that into the space, and I hope you do. I've loved learning about. I have an engineering background, and so it's just fun to share with others that it's like, yeah, no, I came from a very logical, science-backed world, and I found a lot of validity in spirituality, and that's kind of what led me here. Now here I am doing, like, being or like becoming, or I've become a shaman, and I channel and I use, like, energy healing, and, like, yeah, no, I didn't just on a whim be like, yeah, I want to be a shaman. It was like, no, I was like, I just took time to learn about, and I found validity in it, and I, you know, surrendered into this being my path, and wanting to share what I can with others. And if it helps them, great. If they don't connect with it, that's okay. Like, that's their life path, that's their journey. I'll just share what worked for me, and if it can help you, great. That's how I feel. That's a little bit more about me. Yeah. You're not alone. You're not alone in that feeling and that sensation. Because I know my husband was really religious, that Southern Baptist style of hellfire brimstone. I was in various forms of Christianity or in that vein of things throughout time. Um, and I like saying that I'm spiritual and not religious. It just feels more right for me. So, there is healing that you can do. And it does get easier, it does get better. But you'll ultimately find what's right for you and what you connect with and who you connect with, if anyone, in that regard. And I say who you'll connect with. I was thinking about that in the more form of if you believe in a deity or deities or not. But yeah. I appreciate you sharing. I know that, like, even if you don't want to call yourself a spiritual person, like, you don't need to be in any sort of religion or spirituality to believe in, you know, love, to believe in having hope for the future, to believe in, um, you know, the goodness of what life can offer you. Or even to believe just in, like, having having like trying to train your mind to think more positive thoughts will cause the new, like, neural pathways and then allow your brain to keep looking for new positive thoughts, or like to reinforce that. Like, that's science. That doesn't need to be spiritual if you don't want it to be. Like, because we have gray matter in our brain. So our brains are malleable, and we can retrain our brain. We can learn new things, think new thoughts. I like to think about our brains as like computers at times, where it's like we if we want to think differently, we got to clear out some old programs, or things that we've downloaded, and download some new programs. You're welcome, Scorpio. Sorry to hear your connection crashed, but maybe Spirit didn't want you to hear that at that exact moment. And if you want to bring that question into the space, I welcome it. I can see if anything I recall or anything comes forward with that question. Okay. I don't know. I'm excited for you, Robin, on your journey in exploring what it means for you to connect with yourself, connect with love, to heal, to grow, find joy in your life. Look forward to seeing you bloom, to blossom, to grow, to find it all. Or six. I didn't get any sense of gender. No, and they're not giving me any details about older, younger, that kind of stuff. It's almost like they don't want you to focus too much on that and just like focus more on releasing what it was that you need to release and allowing them in. Because I think you'll know when they come. And if you have questions, I say I'll be here, but I'm also like, no, trust yourself. Like, I'm here as a supporter, but ultimately, like, trust yourself. Trust your intuition. Trust your body, your sensations. Like, I'm a resource. I'm a tool. I'm happy to be here. Happy to be of service and to help. And also, your body, your mind, your spirit is the ultimate, and your connection with spirit, or your connection with your spirit team is your ultimate what do I want to say? The ultimate, like, I'm blanking on a word. The ultimate source? Your source? Is the ultimate, period. I'm here because I've connected to mine, and I, with your consent, am willing, or like able to connect to yours, but I'm only here to help show or light the way for you to ultimately connect to your own. I don't want to be, nor do I think I'm meant to be anyone's like main source of information. I am just a source of information. And you can take what you feel resonates or connects with you and your beliefs, and leave the rest. But tune into your body. I get it. You want the confirmation. And that might be why you're not getting it, because it's learning to trust yourself. You have a feeling about it, trust it. If you question that, meditate on that question. Feel if that feels right for you. Feel if that, feel where that might be coming from. Like, it's like, are you questioning it? And it's like, question is like, is that my anxiety coming up? Like, is that my lack of trust coming up? Or is it that, we're really not actually, is the picture just not clear yet? And just work with your team, working with your higher self or your connection to source. And, you can start making symbols or using symbols like symbology in like a notebook. I keep symbols in the back of my boundary book for different things to indicate, if I see this symbol, this is what it means. Because sometimes the word messages I get are not as clear as I would like. Or they're words, but words are very... They can be interpreted many ways. I mean, images can too, but this feels like I need to bring into the space. Like, for a while there, I was getting the message that I was pregnant, and while I knew that was not physically possible based on my anatomy from surgeries that I've had, and that makes it sound like I've changed I've had my tubes removed and one of my ovaries removed from things, from health things. So whenever I was getting messages that I was pregnant and my body was showing or like giving me symptoms like I was pregnant, I was like, I know that I, physically could not be pregnant because I haven't done like IVF or I wasn't in that kind of way. But I just like couldn't, I just kept getting that message that I was pregnant, and it wasn't until after I finally like went to the doctor, got confirmation that I was like, no, I'm not pregnant. Like I should not be able to get pregnant. It wasn't until after that I sat down and like figured out some symbology to be like, okay, if you like mean I'm literally pregnant, or like if I'm reading for someone and you want to tell me or show me that they are pregnant, like use this. And it's like the symbol I think I use is, the symbol I use is showing me like an ultrasound, like showing me the image of an ultrasound with like the fetus, and depending on what side it is depends on, whether it's more of a masculine or feminine energy being coming to life. And then I have some other like symbology with it too, of like or if you have twins or whatever else. So like I've put in place some symbology around babies and children and or like the womb space. So that way, once I put that in place, then all of a sudden my team was like, oh, now it's just your womb was like energetically pregnant, which is just basically meant my like womb space was just like alive with a lot of creation energy. And that in turn was making my body feel pregnant, but it was like I actually wasn't. Or I wasn't physically pregnant. I was just energetically pregnant. I hope that made sense. AK, trust yourself, and also use symbology. And also, sometimes you're not gonna learn the lesson until things happen. Like I don't think I was able, like, in a clear enough headspace to put symbology in place until I got the confirmation from the doctor that I, wasn't. And then it was like, okay, if I'm not actually physically pregnant, then let's sit down and figure this out. I know that's not exactly where you're going with this conversation, but that just kind of felt like what I needed to bring into the space. Yeah. So some things are just meant for you to learn in your time, in your way. Like I can share my stories and my experience, but some things you won't know until, you've been in a similar situation yourself, or like you just have to learn them for yourself. Like I can tell you all the things in the world, but you're not gonna know them until you know like until all of a sudden you're facing that challenge, and it's like, oh, I remember hearing about something like this. That's how it's been for me. Like I knew that our spirit teams, they all have their own, like all spirits have their own personalities and their own ways in wanting to help us. And they might have conflicting views on how to help you as well. And I was aware of that, but I didn't know it. Like I didn't truly know that until I was in my own like situation where, or various situations where I've listened to one over the other, and then it just, I don't know. That's why I always am like, it's great to know that we have spirit teams, but I always go back to trusting my higher self, because they're, me. They're the spirit of me, my essence. and working with source or spirit themselves. Because that's the three, like, two of the three main parts of your holy trinity of, like, your ego self, your higher self, and your connection to source or spirit. I like using spirit, or the word spirit instead of source, but, you know, either way. I think that ends my TED Talk. my brief TED Talk on our teams and who to listen to and who not to, but also the fact that you're gonna learn the lessons in the way you're meant to learn the lessons. So if you can hear me and say the things and you're like, got it, I'm only gonna listen to my higher self and source, amazing. And then others of you might hear it and be like, yeah, I'm gonna do that, but then you're gonna have a different one of your spirit team comes through and you'll be like, oh, but they said this and this one said this, and then it's like, okay, that's okay. Like, it's okay. You can listen to the other ones too. It's just, you know, discernment. It's learning discernment, learning the message of, like, you know, who do I listen to? Who does it feel right to listen to? And ultimately coming back to yourself. You are the ultimate decision maker because you came to Earth. You are the human here, and yeah, you get to decide. You have free will. You get to decide. Okay, now I'm really done with my TED Talk. Alright. To be honest, that feels kind of complete. That feels pretty good. I think I'm gonna use that as a good stopping point for today. Like I said, I'm not sure if I'm gonna stream later this evening. I'm feeling kind of video gamey for tonight. Video games with the husband. But tomorrow night I'll definitely be doing a later stream. I don't know what time I'll get on. Either like a 7:30, 8 p.m. Eastern till, you know, 10:30, 11 o'clock-ish. I don't know, somewhere. I'll be doing a late stream tomorrow. That feels pretty good. So, yeah. I appreciate each and every one of you who stopped in, chatted with me, said hi, got a reading, shared your vulnerability, shared your authenticity, shared your time, energy, and gifts with me. So thank you so much. I'm gonna go ahead and send all of your energy back to you. I mean, I've already done that anyway, but I'm gonna do it again. But sending any energy that's not mine back to sender with love and light, calling my energy back to me, blasting out whatever remains to be composted, whatever serves the highest and best. I send you all so much love and light. I look forward to seeing you again soon, my loves. Thank you for all the new follows, any new subscribers. I think there was one or two that came in after my stream yesterday. And yeah, we'll see you again soon. All right. Bye, my loves. Mwah.